So here we are today, day 3, I think, day 3 at the studio. I am today just basically cleaning. So I got the wall built and the insulation foam placed last time I was here, but there's just a lot of dust and just debris and stuff. So before I go ahead and even bring the canvas in, which is right here in the bed of the truck, see it's so large, it fits just out the back of the truck, so it's 10 feet long. So before I go ahead and bring the canvas in, I want to go ahead and just give the entire studio a clean, a mop, wipe down all the tables, just remove as much dust and stuff as I possibly can, because I just don't want any of that crud getting on the canvas as I, prep it for paint, which includes, sealing and priming it, and it's going to be a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that started, and if I can get the studio clean enough, then today I'll bring the canvas in, unroll it, and maybe even start getting it cut to size, which I think would be really nice to see. So again, we're going about 600 inches by about, come on brain, I think 88. So 88 inches, let's say 90 inches by 600 inches. And that's a real big canvas. But what I want to do is I want to get that cut and then maybe even get some of the grommet system in and around the edges, which I think I showed you in a previous post. So the installation idea process, what we're going to do with this painting is, unlike other murals I've done where you've had canvas glued to the wall very much in the same way that you would glue wallpaper. This project's canvas is going to be basically floating in front of the wall on a grommet hook system. So for all intents and purposes, it's kind of like stretching the canvas on the wall itself. So it's not going to be adhered to the wall with glue. It's not going to be stretched on a stretcher frame like you would normally have a canvas. We're going to be just basically draping it over the wall, but also pulling it tight with this grommet system, so that, since this is California, in case there are earthquakes, there's damage to the building with that, if the wall cracks, for instance, because of an earthquake, that it won't also rip the canvas. We hope that there would be a little bit more give with the canvas. That's the hope. So that's what we're doing, and there'll be more about that later. But for today, cleaning, hopefully cutting this monster, and then once it's cut to size, then I might start working on the edges, doubling the edges, and then also putting grommets in. These are my peeps while I'm here painting. Just taking some time to intercede for all of them while I'm waiting for the floor to dry after the mopping, and just enjoying this beautiful, if you can see, beautiful sunny day out here in the foothills of the Poconos, Pennsylvania. True gift and blessing. This would be not too shabby of a place to be buried one day, that's for sure. Beautiful hill overlooking the rolling hills out here. Normally, I paint at home in my home studio, but one of the beautiful things about what I'm about to say might sound a little bit, well, it's going to sound like what it's going to sound like. One of the beautiful things about being away from home is the silence. So for those of you who don't know, I have 5 kids, all below the age of 12, so the house has got a lot of noise all the time, and this is just a radical difference in being able to think, being able to hear God's voice in a different way in the silence. I love it. Halfway there.